whatever time it may be for you. Hitting you back in with some Balatro, as long as this works. Okay, now it's on. Good, good. So, painted deck. I hate the painted deck. This has been probably my least favourite. I say hate, but I just mean I don't like it as much. I suppose. This is also a terrible start to get given these tarot cards. Like, this is just a failed selection of choices. Mind you, so with the cards listed. Oh well. Just because Doom is spelled at the beginning doesn't mean that Doom is spelled all the way through. Yeah. Chuck out something like this, I suppose. Okay, when I said it's not doomed from the start, I may have been over-exaggerating the truth. Oh, okay, 4 kings. Sure. I'll take it. Right. Yes. Then it looks counterintuitive now. But let's do that. And then play out the small blind because I want to see what the next shop's like. Having just the bull here, giving an extra 40 chips might be enough to swing to... Yeah, that'll be enough. Here's hoping that the rest of the draws aren't bad. Nice, that's done up. Sure, I'll only earn like $5 here, but it's something. It'll pay for another Joker. I need a basic plus. Oh, Swashbuckler being a rental. Eep. And that's a no-brainer. Okay, that will do for now. Bear in mind that 2 bulls right now isn't necessarily the best thing. Because this is the painted deck, so we only get 4 Joker slots. If this was any other deck, giving a second slot to a second bull is normally fine, but this deck, that's not always the case. Such is the way of things. Ooh, if this wasn't perishable, this would be great. But it's perishable, so it's not great. It's good, but not great. And so I shall continue to ignore it. This should be... whatever, let's just do this. Give a bigger base. I mean, 2 to 4 doesn't matter so much when you've got the setup I have, but still. Now the problem is that this setup falls apart the minute the banana perishes, weirdly. If my balls were eternal, I would take the madness. That's not warranted. If this wasn't eternal, I would take it. It's eternal. I can't afford to give up such a currently valuable space. Then instead of a talisman, we'll just stick aura on this. And if I can death that ace with some other stuff, are we cooking? Yeah, such is the plan. 9, 10, jack. Yeah, honestly, just playing the ace on its own gives me a pretty strong hand as it is. Right, the family, great. That will save me further down the line. And let's just turn a 3 into... I was meant to turn it into a thingy. Never mind. Bear in mind that when the psychics say you must play 5 cards, it doesn't mean they all have to score. It just means you have to play 5 cards. But of course I want to play this. I do need to balance spending money with saving money here. It's a pretty good way to do it. Then if I can get a temperance... No temperance, huh? It's okay. One more discard, so I'll probably just play this one out. Kind of want to try and see if this king does anything first. Nope. I just wanted to fish for the thing. Ah, well. Okay, now that spot's back to being available. Yeah, okay. Alright. Now I just have to hope I can pull out 4 aces in every single hand. You know, every single round, sorry. Come on, give me 1 ace. Ah, okay. That's a crying shame. Yeah. If I had pulled another ace there, that run could have started to become something pretty strong. Which is why I wasn't allowed it. It's okay. Right, this is 60, 81 times 4. This wins. Always try to spend the time calculating your ante-1. Especially if you're playing that small blind. If you're playing the big blind, treat it as 2 relatively decent scoring hands. But... Alright, I'm going to be skipping the big blind because I want the polychrome attempt. And when I say polychrome attempt, I just mean I don't want the polychrome I pulled to be either rental or perishable. If it's a rental rocket, fine. Almost anything else, rental or perishable? Nah. I say it with the confidence that it's even going to work right now, though. This might not be it. Alright, this needs to be... Okay. 70... 88 times 4, this just about scrapes through. Nice. Well. Oh, and it's rental and perishable. No. The run died. See it as the run died just there. So then, just to demonstrate my point, this would get me 16, 8, so it'd give me 24, so it'd be 44 times 2, so it's not quite enough. And I don't actually have a decent enough hand to get this on the second one. Shame, because that first thing went well. I also like to try and do the hands in less cards rather than more cards where possible. Just so then I just have to watch less. Ah, nice. Then let's pull. I either pull for a decent Joker or I pull for the High Priestess. Oof. Let's go Joker. Taking it. Pretty decent start. As long as this comes through. Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8. Excellent. See, rental perishable. Oh yeah, rental rocket. Very debatably okay. Because it pays itself off very quickly. Right now though, my stuff is in the dam reads awesome. This was perfect. This feeds both the multiplying cards. Let's do it. Pretty much anything I play should be fine because the banana's also foil. Yeah, anything I played there was perfectly fine. And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Now I can find a different flat multiplier card to take its space. Good. Shame I don't also have the money for the fortune teller, but oh well. 1.4 times 1.5, so it's like 2 point something or other. This is going to be close. Oh, it'd be great if this could... Oh, this ain't going to win. I've got nothing here that could cause a win, do I? No, I think this is as close as it gets. If that had been a full house, that might have worked. And that's an example where I get screwed over because the banana died just a bit too early. Ah well. Then... Excellent. Take those. One of my favourite rare jokers in the game now. Combine Wii Joker with Hack, and you are absolutely dominating. It's a very fun setup. For now, I just need to start getting it off the ground is the only issue. It's great late game, just early you just don't go. Hello, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well, Rooseless? Ruxel? Sorry, I'm terrible with pronunciation. I'm terrible with pronunciation. Pretend I never said anything. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Happy 2026 to you. Hope this one is a good one for you. How I say your name is Rules Car. Oh, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Thank you. You heard me struggle. Happy New Year. Thank you. Likewise, same to you. Yeah, that's 5. Oh, no. Wii Joker saved the run there. That actually could have just died at the first hurdle. Oops. Right. Oh man, if I had a strength tarot card in this, that'd be great. But alas, if Justin Butts were candies and nuts, right? Might take a while for me to build up the setup needed for this Wii Joker to pop off. Am I on 4 times game speed? No, because I don't like 4 times game speed. I'm on 2 times. 4 times game speed feels a bit too much for me, to be honest, Rules. I like to be... It also is better... Also, going too fast, I'll miss certain actions. It's way better. From a getting through games quicker point of view, but from a actual... For me, analysing what's going on, I prefer this, honestly. You are definitely not the first person, nor will you be the last person to ask me. But yeah, I just like 2 times speed. It's one of those to each their own, really, isn't it? The only game speed that absolutely hurts is, have you ever played in 0.5 speed? Well, check this out. Look at that. Oh, high octane gameplay right here. Look at that. Yeah, I find that if I go 4 times, it's just... I like to be able to see, to check what I'm doing. Which is why I consider 4 to 2 to be the nice middleman. So I see that you play quite a bit of Balatro as well yourself. How's your How's your decks coming along? You ever see run your chart goes to anti-11? Nice, nice. The highest I've got to is anti... I want to say anti... I've gone past the anti-12 hurdle a few times. I know for a fact I've got to anti-13, but I haven't cleared anti-13, unfortunately. I'll be honest. I want to pick this up for later, but it's no good. Oh, it's kind of okay now. I'll try your seed. I could give it a look. Like I say, I've got to anti-13. I've got to anti-13 before beating out the anti-13 is getting to that is a pain. What I'll do is I'll give the seed a look after this attempt. All right. So if this goes tits up, we'll if whether or not this goes tits up, if this goes well, great. If it doesn't, then we'll just jump straight into the seed. All right. But if you don't mind, let me have a little look and see how I want to play the seed. I have had people recommend stuff to me before and try and do it step by step, but it's like, it's not as fun, surely, to tell me exactly how you took your steps. I'm sure it's more fun to watch me do it. Bloodstone, cool. Pareidolia, that's probably not the build I would have at the end on that seed. That's the build that you've gone for. I would probably build it slightly differently, but I'll see when I do the seed. I'll have a look. This is what's so good about Balatro. Everybody's got their own different play styles. I think, though, it's fair to say you would agree with me that the Obelisk is probably the worst Joker in the game. I am actually going to put together a Joker tier list at some point in the game. I want to get... because... there is an anti-3 oops all sixes. So you can see I've got all the other decks on gold stake. This is the last one. So once I've done that, I'll probably start working on a Joker tier list. Oops all sixes is decent. I have wanted to get an Oops all sixes Lucky Cat run going, but although I've had some seeds with them in, it's been too late. Unfortunately, as well, earlier today, I got the seed I wanted of getting Midas Mask and Vampire together. That's a very fun combo. But the only problem is that the ramp up isn't until anti-5, which, if you're going to get that roll, needs to be soon. If you've not got flat multipliers to carry you. I think this one's dead in the water. I'll have a look at your seed in a second. Oops, all six of stone is good. Right, what have I got? I'll keep hallucination while I'm pulling, but I probably don't want to keep it. Yes, I am just ignoring the reroll button. Perfect. Oh, this is wrong. We need to go this way around. Because remember, Jokers go from left to right. There's a few mechanical exceptions that I'm sure I'll eventually explain at some point. Ooh! Holograph Wii Joker, you spoil me. I think I'll get rid of hallucination now. Regular Joker's better, I suppose. Nah. And let's leave this. I just want to play them twos out. How I achieve it isn't too much of a worry. Okay, that accidentally cleared. Oops, I accidentally did too well. You know, actually, playing hands that can clear out a thing can actually work to your detriment sometimes. Sometimes it's better to not clear. Like, for instance, if you're building up the green Joker, it's better to not have things clear so you can get more of the... what am I doing with this? Money? Or do I just take out cards that aren't twos? Let's take out some cards. And that 4 of a kind is looking pretty tempting right there. I know, it's a rental. And at the moment I'll need to play as many blinds as possible because I want to proc the lucky cat. No one found that, oops. Okay. Nice, this works well. I don't think I need to take the judgment. We'll leave that. Yeah, like I say, I'll run through the seed once I've done this. Rules. This has turned into a pretty good, or relatively decent, anyway, run. Gotta say. Yeah, let's replace Jolly Joker with this Swashbuckler. Ever so slight difference. Ever so slight improvement. Take this. I just need to get through to them twos. Please and thank you. Never mind. Negative delayed gratification is actually okay. Although I don't plan on using the delayed gratification part. What it does allow for is an increase in the Swashbuckler. Yes, it is negative. I do like some of the cards. Some of the cards look a bit bogus in negative, but I do quite like the delayed gratification. But I think when it comes to negatives, my favourite might be the negative Fibonacci. Negative Fibonacci is great, honestly. I would say. Ooh. I need to fail this for a second. Someone said cast is their favourite, and do you know what? I actually can... I don't agree with them entirely as it being my favourite, but I can certainly understand why. It's really good. If you put Castle with Merry Andy, the one about extra discards, and Yorick, you've just got a whole, like, load of firepower. So I can understand why they said that. For sure. Oh, for the negative art. Okay. It's a shame that you can't... So in Slay the Spire, you can look at cards in their alternative forms when you unlock the beta art thing, when you defeat the heart. I really wish that there was a way for us to just see the negative cards on the collections. So like in here, it'd be cool if there was an option here to view the cards in negative, but there isn't. You can... Hold on, what? You can swap the order. Oh boy, I might have to deal with that later. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know if it will keep the order. But I'd never tried that before. That was an accident. No, let's leave the aces for now. Go to Balatro. Yeah, I know that they would be on the wiki, Rue. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it'd be nice if... That's why I said it'd be nice if in the game settings it would be there. Just as an option by default. That's what I mean. It'd be nice if we could just see it, you know? Rather than have to go through external means. But yes, there's definitely a thing you can do. Ah, the serpent. One of my least favourite boss blinds. It sucks. No, don't play the aces. Hold off. Ah, neither of them lucky cards worked. Shame. If I can get one ace here, the run is saved. The run is maybe dead, which is a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. Balatro's a good game you like when the number goes up. Oh, yeah. Right, okay, let me have a look. So... Right, I need to see what your thing was. Did you post it on... Right, okay. So, the 2A5, what deck was this on, please? And what difficulty? It makes every difference. Hey, Black, nice to have you here, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Right. Rules, you need to tell me what deck and what stake it's on. As you can see, I can access any deck and any stake. I need to know what deck and stake your seed was on for it to work. Yellow and white stake. Alright, okay. Nice and simple. Let's give it a whirl. So looking at what you, because I've taken some intuition here and looked to A5 RHR98 RH R98. There you go. Let's give it a go. And then once I've done this, I'll go back to trying to complete the gold stake. Okay. Right, let's start with money and a double up on the polychrome. So as this is a... You'll be back after some math? Okay, hope it goes alright. That's a bit awkward, me. Don't worry, if I fail this first time around, I'll just, I already lost two potentially good cards. Well, we'll see, Rules. Like I say, I'll play it as I please. And then we'll go from there. This is going to be a completely different outcome to what you've probably seen from other people. That's the great thing about Balatro. I'll take a shoot the moon. Neat. We'll take this. Excellent. And it's a white, so I actually earn the damn, so I actually earn the damn money at the blinds. You missed Bloodstone and Hanging Chad? Well, Rue, as I've told you a couple times now, Everybody plays differently. I will do things in my way, and we'll see if how different. And then you can see how differently the seeds can be played. Nice. Immediate gross mickle death. That opens me up to the Cavendish. Ooh, golden joker, you say? Thank you. Always put your polychromes at the end, unless there's some relative context as to why you don't want to. That leaves the queen, blah blah blah, easy peasy. Yeah, rules. There's certain reasons why you wouldn't want to. That's the sort of thing I'll go into when I eventually make a tier list or do a deep dive of the game, whatever I decide to do. Also interesting. Ooh, hold on a second. Negative splash. That's a shame. Yeah, there's some interesting things like the interactions between held in hand cards at the end. I might be able to show that off. Balatro isn't bad, mate. No, Tony, but the painted deck is. But nice to have you here, Tony. Hope you're doing well. I am going to go back to the painted deck, Tony. I'm just testing out this person's seed that they wanted me to try out. So once that's done, we'll go back to normal order. Don't want the don't want your photograph. Let's take this. Ah, so nice doing a lower difficulty challenge. See, when you've got Shoot the Moon and Steel card, the Steel effect goes first on that specific Queen of Spades there. But otherwise it'd be cards from left to right. You've only done white. You've got a lot of the game to discover, rules. You've got a lot of the game to discover. That's why I'm talking about like meta games and like what jokers are good and aren't good can depend largely on what stake you're playing. I need to get to 5 of a kind aces here. If I don't know what I'm walking into, my strategy is to try and go for like either all of the same suit or all of the same number or something like that. At the moment, this is a fairly generic seed, so I'm going with my generic strategies, which is, as you can tell, going everything to an ace, then turning it all into the same suit. Marvellous. Ah, 5 joker slots. So nice. Lever this. Got no reason to skip. What do I think my build is going to be? You're seeing it right now. You're literally seeing it. This bad boy. With my aces, I might substitute this out. But the plan will be just going for probably all ace of spades. But the plan will be to take advantage of Ceres where possible. For now, it looks like I'm having to take advantage of 4 of a kind. But that's okay. Pop. That's what I'm saying, rules. Flush fives. I'm working everything to an ace, and then I'll work it all to the same suit. In terms of priorities of suits, diamonds is probably the worst one to do, because you've not got many jokers that proc off it. Then it would be clubs. And then hearts and spades are relatively equal, because arrowhead is as good as bloodstone. If you get all sixes and bloodstone together, the guaranteed 1.5 times multiplier is good, but you must bear in mind that when you get the multiplier stuff, don't just go all multiplier shiny. If your base multiplier is bad, like say for instance we had say the base level straight, right? Timesing that by 1.5 times 5, 4 turns to 6, turns to 9, turns to 13.5, turns to let's call it 20-ish, right? Just over 20. So that's not much. But this card on its own, for instance, immediately is worth 12. Then you 1.5 times all of this extra stuff. So you've got to balance the added multiplier and the multipliers. There's a lot that can go into it. Rough gem is the only thing you can think of when it comes to diamond gem. Yep. And don't forget the basic one, because every suit has their own +3 when scored. Diamond has the rough gem, as you say. Clubs has where are you? Clubs has onyx agate. Spade has arrowhead, and heart has bloodstone. So this one's the worst one. Then this one's the next, probably. Actually, to be fair, bloodstone and onyx agate are situationally. Early game onyx is better. Late game bloodstone's better, because this is a flat multiplier. As discussed, early game the flat multiplier is what you want. And yes, greedy. I was just saying from the general point of view of there's one for each. I wasn't trying to be specific. So yeah. Also, since when did I play that out? I thought I discarded that. Oops. Oops, I accidentally got 4.5, nearly 5,000 points. Oh no. So I assume, based on how you were saying things, Rules, you want me to take this deck to... I assume you want me to take this deck to, like, beyond, to see how high an ante I can get with it, I assume. This is good. Odd Todd is good. Is it better than Swashbuckler? With my current setup, yes, actually. This is actually worth the difference. Right, cycle round to your aces. Finally! Now I can start to get planet X's from the shops. Good. You want me to go to see if I can get to ante 12? Yep, okay, that's fine. I'll just go as far as I can then. Fine by me. Nice. Planet X, that's what I was looking for. Might also need to take the telescope, actually, because eventually I want Planet X's everywhere. I need to death that, I need to death that blue seal 6. Which now I say blue seal just makes me think of Arrested Development again. With the loose seal. Oh, nice. Look at that. Got the extra Planet X in there. Boom. Headshot. So with the setup like this, Rules, the plan will be, as you can probably see, to shunt everything into one hand. If I can get the whole ante done in one hand, or almost in one hand, it's fulfilled its job. Smiley face and red card are both bogus, especially the red card. The red card is awful. Kind of missing out on a... I didn't realise it was the pillar for a second there. You did an on-seeded run and found the seed? Yeah. This might be a little awkward here. Luckily it's only 22,000 points. I think this deck can currently do that. Hope I can do that. If not, I've dookied myself up before I've even begun. Ouch. I might have dookied this up. I might have to reset the run. Go again. It's only 3k. This should be enough. It's not enough. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna go again. Fun. That's not too bad a seed. I just need to get the let's have a look. 2A5. RHR 98. RHR 98. Damn. I'm still gonna follow mostly what I did. The thing is with seeds, is what stays the same. I don't think is the actual. It's not like the order of which you draw cards, because of course there ends up being deviations. It's the like the tags and what's in the shops. Go back on track. I'm not going to take advantage of the fact that I know that the negative splash is there, by the way. I'm just going to try and bring it back to where I was, put simply. If I derp out this time, though, I'll just leave the seed. Once again, shoot the moon. Grossmaker might not go down the first thing this time. Fine by me. That particular Emperor, though, is very strong. To start with Death and Fall together. I still like this. This isn't changing. I took the swashbuckler last time. Let's take it again. Ah. Oops. Ah well. You know what? I'm actually going to take this time instead, though. Slightly change things up. Again, I'm still not going to take the splash. I wasn't accounting for it at all. Not quite what I'm after there, deck. Not quite what I'm after. Oh yeah, it's only like 1600. I need to bear in mind that I can play slightly aggressively here. Hi Master Games, nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Still going to take the small blind skip there. Happy 2026 Master Games. You just wanted to check in, sure thing. Thanks for coming by, honour and a pleasure as always. You're 320 subs now, well done. You're doing brilliantly. Excellent stuff. And oh boy, cryptid on my aces. Yes please. So you said the plan rules from here is to just flood the deck with aces. As it was before. Same plan, just hopefully the better application on that thing. That is, if you're still here, Rules. If you backed out after watching me fail once, then okay, lol. Do I take the Empress instead? Yeah. Like to play sad music. Laptop lags with Monster Hunter World. So it's something to fix the USB port. No worries, Dragon. We can play Risk of Rain 2 together, love. If you're up for it, we'll do it after I've finished up the live stream for the day. I still want to hang out with you. Also, nice to have you here. As always, honour and a pleasure. You're actually here, Dragon, while I'm doing something I've never done before, and that is reattempting a seed. Rules asked me to try out the seed, try out this specific seed, so I'm giving it a shot. I actually slightly failed on anti 5 or 6, so I'm going again. So I want to see how far I can take this. It's quite fun having the mess around time in a seed, though. Going back and reperfecting things. You hoping I could take your seed very far? I'm sure I can. I mean, you're the expert at knocking me up, so I will probably just be a pale imitation with that of what you're able to do. It's like the what's the Omni-Man meme? Look at what they have to do to imitate a fraction of our power. Yeah, I'll take a magician. And more money. More money is more rerolls. Nice. Rerolls are important for this bad boy. Alright, that's 5 of a kind in there. Yeah, the only thing this deck requires now is extra multiplier. I'd probably remove the Scholar for the 4 of a kind Joker. That'd be my next move. And I'm not going to activate that full yet. I just want to see what I can get it to be. Do I want it to be the Hanged Man or Temperance? Let's go Temperance. For reasons previously adjusted. And then get rid of crap. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Ooh, negative fortune teller. Nice. This is an interesting seed rules. It's got some neat little surprises in here. Yeah, this was where I failed because I played out too many aces on previous hands. So we're back to where I was. Now it's time to actually make this work. Shame I don't quite have 5 spades yet. Or rather, accessibly have 5 spades. Yeah, this is better. That's what it was meant to do last time. It's because I didn't pay attention to the fact that it was the pillar. But I'm here now. We're in. I don't want either of these. I do, however, want that. I do, however, want this. The Tarot Merchant, 100%. Boom. Yeah, that's better than doubling. Partial going is all on red. I mean, that's roulette, but I appreciate your spirit, Dawson. I appreciate your spirit. Also, just so you know, for when you grow up and want to do the casinos, it's not directly 50-50 red and black. There's precisely either 1 or 2 extra spots, which are either 0 or double 0. I believe most of the roulette tables in actual Las Vegas have double 0 on them, but the standard roulette table has 1. So there's actually 37 spots on a roulette table, not 36. I do like roulette, though. You don't gamble, you just play take a chance of Forsaken. Yeah, that's true. I really want Blueprint. I'm getting rid of this. We're getting Blueprint. Absolutely getting Blueprint. So now Blueprint can become anything. If I've got a lot of queens in hand, I can swap it to be Shoot the Moon. It's whatever needs to be done for the highest multiplier. Unfortunately, I don't have any, I don't have like Constellation or anything yet. See, so now it will copy the 42. I can get it to copy for more chips. I can get it to, there's some things. Let me put this here. You'll see that the Blueprint is currently incompatible. So you can work to an extent. It says copy the ability of Joker to the right, but it has to be functionally compatible for it to work. Yeah, I'll get an extra discard. Don't want that though. None of that's good. None of that's good. Pareidolia. I think that's what Rue you were talking about earlier, right? You said something about wanting to put how you had a Pareidolia in your build. Yeah, you said Bloodstone, Pareidolia, Blueprint, Photograph, Hanging Chad. I mean, Hanging Chad and Photograph do work well together. Nice. Another foil. Ooh, bull. Is it worth me getting rid of this? This is worth up to 150. This is up to worth 200 chips. If I get to $100, it then evens out. But I'm spending my money, so it's actually better to keep Odd Todd. There you go. There's the analysis. Bull's technically better up to a point, from a point, but up to that point, what I'm doing is better. Put simply. Take a strength in case I come across kings. Like so. I'll swap this over. Just so I can use the damn things, you know. I do have this negative fortune teller after all. May as well bump it up. Oh, negative splash returns again. Comes up more than once, rules. Look at that. Shows up here too. Crazy. Yeah, I still haven't got enough scaling in the build yet. Really needed like something sooner. If I could get Vampire even Vampire would work nicely. But honestly, Constellation would be the go-to. Ah, not quite 5 flush. I should have enough aces now though, yeah? Yeah, I've got enough ace of spades for 5 flush to be relatively prevalent at this point. Alright, pack it up. Pack it up, we're done. Hey Maddie, welcome, welcome. This is no longer worth it. Sorry if you're a bit late, you never have to apologise for that, Mads. There's no late or early, you arrive precisely when you mean to. So what one do I have? One random Joker disabled. You're not sorry that you're late? That's better. That's more freaking like it. 372,000, yeah, now we're starting to talk. Still not enough. Oh, I know what my issue is. Skill issue. We want to put the blueprint next to the thingy. When's the next Roblox stream? Probably next week, I imagine. None of this is prevalent. Ah, they still don't want to give me the, I'm just eking out for the flush 5. Nope. They really don't want to give me a flush 5. Oh, this might be sketchy. They've blockaded my plus 50 modifier. Oh well. 928,000 points will do. Then we go endless mode. Right, rules. I'm up to post-game now. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, get rid of the crappy not aces. Strength? No. Wrong suits. Now I'll start to be able to get Ceres cards from the planets. And Vive of a Kind is my most played card. I didn't pick up the telescope voucher. Never mind. You're back? Well, rules. Upon the reset, I have... Also, this is not where I'd say hi back, I'm Millsy, but I'm going to spare you. I'm just going to explain it. But yeah, we're back to... I'm up to Ante 9. I gave it a go from the beginning again, ever so slightly readjusting. I only died because of the stupid me skill issue going out on the stupid previous U cards are disabled. So now I'm running really the blueprint of the family is what's going to tie this all together. Ooh, foil. And oh, rules. To let you know, what's really interesting about this seed, rules, is that there's actually 2 versions of negative splash in the actual seed. I've come across it twice. In other words, if I had a nickel for every negative splash I came across in this seed, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's a coincidence that it's happened twice. More money? So yeah. Still only getting Planet X's instead of Ceres, but I can still upgrade it for just in case. No harm, no chicken. One guy found one, the next round found the other. Oh, okay. Neat. Oh, so you were totally fine with us doing more than one version of the run on this seed then. Cool. I kind of thought that you saw the fact that I failed the first time and went, screw this, skill issue. It's been fun to explore a seed for the second time though, rules. I've never done this before. Normally I do a seed and then move on. So this has actually been a slight difference for me. Right, let's just shunt the magician on. Not the magician, the moon. Really, I should just turn all my aces into clubs, but it doesn't really matter about the suit. You went to see if anyone else would play your seed. Okay. Rather than watch the person you asked to do your seed play it through. Gotcha. One, two, three, four, five. What this run also would need is a lucky cat. If this seed had a lucky cat, then this run would truly cook. So I've done 2 flush 5s, still not enough. Oh well, worst comes to worst, I just play regular 5 of a kinds. There's not that much of a difference in it, to be fair. I'm just going to keep fishing for the $20. Cat with all your lucky days would be perfect, exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. It really would just be chef's kiss. Right, so now the amount of flush flies I pay should hopefully catch up to the amount of Planet X's. Probably not, though. There's not going to be enough. Mind you, I get relatively unlucky with Lucky Cat. The fact that 2 procs there in that hand is above my average luck. Yeah, I'm not seeing enough. I'm not seeing enough extra times multiplier stuff in here for this to truly work. Annoying me. Once you get cat, the luckies don't work. What do you mean? Once you get cat, the luckies don't work? Oh, you mean from a point of view of Sod's Law? Yeah. When you want them to work, they don't work, but until you get the lucky cat, they work every time. Yes, I agree. Sorry, it took me a second to register what you meant. Yeah, totally. I've had it happen quite a few times where I've gone, right, this run is cooking. Let's pick up that lucky cat. And then it stays at ×1 multiplier for, like, the next half a year. Yeah, I haven't had enough multipliers. This run falls here. This run falls at 11. I'll be honest. So the only what would really have improved this build would be if the lucky cat was in this seed, or if I could get the 3 times multiplier for 4 of a kind, or if I could get astronomer. They're the kind of things that would bump this up. But for now, I got this one to anti-11. Good enough for me. So there you go. I got 11 small for you. And for now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go back to doing the gold stake. Thank you for suggesting the seed, but I want to get back to trying to see if I can get this finished up. I'll give it a couple more turns. A couple more attempts for today. Before I go off to play with Dragon. Have I tried the all 10 of spades seed? There's such a thing? That sounds kind of neat. If you tell me what, if you wouldn't mind, I know I'm asking to be spoon-fed here, but I kind of don't know it, so I'd need to know it. If you could kindly tell me the seed and the, the deck and the stake, I could give it a run. Could be fun. It's on an erratic deck. Ooh, I like the erratic deck. Oh yeah, this is burglar. Also, with the burglar, you can use either the blueprint or thank you. Oh. It's on erratic deck. I assume white because you said that you've only played on white. So erratic deck. Mind you, if you say you've only played on white, then you shouldn't have the erratic deck because that's from getting past a certain stake level. Fair enough. 7 LB, 2 WV, 2 Whiskey Victor, Papa Kilo. Yeah, I'll give this a go, and then I'll go back to gold stake for a bit. Nice. This is the kind of seed I was looking for when I was jumping around while doing the erratic. Unlock all button exists. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Didn't know that was a button. So it's 10 of spades with a walkie-talkie at the start. I mean, okay. I was going to make a statement on how walkie-talkie would be a trap with this kind of seed, but you know what? You've got to give it to me immediately. That's insane. This is a weird seed. Okay. Let's grab some extra hands. Oh, come on. That's what you meant to give me the flush 5, mate. Oh well. So yeah, without any jokers, this will clear until ante 3 or 4, actually. Kinda comfy. So there's an argument to be made for saving up money. Ugh. Terrible. However, I would like to try and get excellent. Then let's magician a couple more. I have no need to change the cards. Then we just cycle around until I get as many of the lucky 10s as I can every time. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I trust me. I know all the mechanics of the erratic deck. I spent many evenings just because I was so fascinated by the deck at first. I spent quite a while just re-rolling because it's quite fun. So yeah, this is astronomically low. I used to be content getting like 8 aces or 10 twos, but this is a whole other level. 52 10 of spades. So where does this clear to? That's low. That's small blind on ante 5, actually. 52 of the same card is insane. Yeah, but 52 of the same card of the same suit, that is another level. Truly another level. And yeah, I don't really need the egg, it's just kind of there. This is honestly the craziest deck I've ever seen. And I once had I've played a deck with like 13 twos and a wee joker. That was probably one of my most fun decks. I was on the erratic deck, had 13 twos by default, and a wee joker from my first blind skip. That was just nuts, that one. Can I get a chariot 10? Let's start modifying these a little more. I still have no need to worry about pulling the planets. There isn't any re-triggers for 10s. Yes, there are. There's precisely one. And you're probably gonna say, oh, but that's for all cards. Yes, but it is a re-trigger. Here it is. Seltzer. Re-triggers all cards played. That is precisely your only re-trigger, unless you do Pareidolia and Sock and Buskin together. So technically there's two, but the second one's more of a stretch. I know you meant for an immediate. I do know you meant for an immediate. Oh, this is nice. This is a load of randomly useful. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, the hook. Sock would be good with some strengths in this build. You'd need quite a lot of strengths to turn all 52 cards into jacks, but yes, Sock and Buskin would be good. I was more, of course, talking just about the Pareidolia to turn it into court cards. Also, yes, when this game says face cards, they're actually called court cards, the Jack, Queen, and King. That is their proper name. Nice. Okay, Ceres? Eris I meant, not Ceres? The other dwarf planet? You love that Pareidolia quote-unquote turns them into face cards. Yeah. Blackboard. Blackboard. Not the pirate. Two, three, four, five. So yeah, this is pretty bonkers with this build, to be fair. This is just by default, just permanently going to work. So, can't go wrong, quite honestly. I see this as an absolute win. I assume that when you've watched other people do this seed, they've done the exact same. Also, think about it. Mail-in rebate. Only how by the way, for the idol, right, let me do it like this. Oh, not what I meant to do, but I'll still explain anyway. I fat-fingered the wrong button. So with, you probably know where I'm going with this, but with the idol, with the card that I just talked about, also with Ancient Joker, oh no, not Ancient Joker, but there's certain cards that only check through your deck. So Castle, with this deck, will only ever offer you spades because that's the only one in your hand. The Idol will only ever ask for the 10 of spades because it's the only card in the deck. The one that we were just looking at, which is somewhere. I lost track, so I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. But yeah, mail-in rebate, they'd all specify to what's in your deck. So that's one neat mechanic to bear in mind. So right now, if I had a castle in my hand, Unlike Ancient Joker. Yep, Ancient Joker's the one that goes against the grain. Almost everything else follows what's in your deck. Not everything else, just almost everything else. There's a few outlying exceptions. Wrong planets there, buddy. Let's just keep upping the frequency of special 10s. It's almost tempted to use the other thing. Plus 18. Ride the bus has done basically nothing. Get it out of here. Supernova does a little more. I still want the egg. I don't still want the egg. I'm taking this. So yeah, well, Blackboard should be at the back. This should be fine because it will also triple it at the end, basically. There is a reason why I'm doing it like this. It will show off. So, walkie-talkie functions mid-hand play. So we'll get a whole bunch of base multiplier before this kicks in. Then we get a smidgen more here. Then a smidgen more here. Then it all gets re-multiplied again. Also, Hiker's not a bad card, but this is not the situation for a Hiker. We've got too many 10s floating around. You can land in the seed. Oh, that sounds cool. I mean, this is a seeded run, so achievements will be off, so I wouldn't get any special achievement for it. But it could be fun just to see it pop off. Yeah, I'd quite like some Silver Chariot 10s, if I'm honest. You know what, while we're doing the seed, because this is just the same thing over and over, I don't have to think. This is head empty. Let's just zoom. See, that's way too fast. I can't find 4 times speed enjoyable. That just goes. Just see the letters nan inf would be fun. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. It would be fun. That's why I'm going to keep coasting through here. Yeah, this is way too horrible of a speed. For my liking. Could really do with a telescope though. Instead of all this crap. Maybe I missed a skip for a voucher earlier. That might be something that happened. No, screw it. Let's just double skip here. You can check a video to see the build at the end. You do you. I'm not stopping you. Lucky Cat would be nice here, though. Don't need rare Joker, but I do see double negative Joker on the horizon. Problem is that this is kind of snooze. I quite like the challenge of regular decks. This is just kind of head empty almost. Right, Supernova would activate for 16. Let's go Arrowhead instead. We'll take 2 negative jokers. Because this is a white stake, I don't have to worry about perishable or rental. Ah, crap one to have as a negative, but sure. Lucky cat, excellent. Something, something, what did I say earlier? And I'll just take reserve parking because it's colourful. Paradolia's there. There's my Eris. Again, imagine if this build also had Astronomer in it. Then would truly be cooking. Socket Busket, Idle Bristol, Hanging Chad, another idle in that order. Okay. You reckon so? Well, all I'm saying is that I like my new Lucky Cat. Now I'll never proc another lucky card again. Actually, I might get rid of the Hierophant Green here. Let's keep rolling for Magician's Reds. I shouldn't have got rid of the Hierophant Green. I can still change the default 10s. Give them a purpose for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least one of these has got a proc, right? Nice. 2. Yeah, once the Lucky Cat gets higher than... Oh! There we go. I moved the 2 things at the end. Shouldn't have moved the negatives to the end. No wonder I wasn't earning as much. I was wondering what was going on there. Right, let's add to the Magician's Red and get Silver Chariot. Wrong planets. I'll take this because it's there. Flip and shuffle all Joker cards, so couldn't care less. I've still got some more discards, but I can't be bothered to use them. Endless. Let's now fix this so it's in the correct spots. Perfect. More lucky. If I can get oops all 6s here, that'd be great. Oh, that's a waste. Let's do this. Wrong button. I pressed, oh, you could see what I pressed. Oh well, I still got one of the luckies to proc. Yes, rules. You can. You can use. This is why also I play at 2x speed. You can see interactions like that, and then you know which way to shuffle the jokers to get them back in. The Amber Acorn is the easiest boss joker realistically, because you can work out where the jokers need to go again, or if you're big enough, like I just was, you don't need to care about it. Nice and simple. I was tempted by the UFO there. Oh no, cards drawn after each hand played. Oh no. Now I won't know which 10 of spades I'd be able to use. Anyway. What's this up to? 3.25. Excellent. That's the new left-hand side. Um, 100% taken hieroglyph. We only need to play one hand every single time. So I just want to get the lucky cat as high as possible. Not gonna lie, this is usually when I zone out because God mode gets pretty boring. But this is kind of fun. Also, never take vampire and cat in the same build. They will cannibalize each other. Well, vampire cannibalizes lucky cat. So if you're happy with how many lucky cat procs you got, by all means put in vampire, but otherwise they cannibalize each other. Ouch. 1 in 5. I mean, I know that the best odds are 1 in 5 anyway, but like, damn. More multipliers, you say? Lucky is indeed higher than board already. Oh no, my hand is drawn face down. Whatever will I do? Win, I suppose. Nope. More multi I shouldn't have game. What do you mean I shouldn't have game? What do you mean by that? It was better to go for the steel joker than keep the steel head in arrowhead in that situation. Oh, sorry, you're saying more multi? You shouldn't have game. Sorry, I need to read it as if the punctuation's in. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a grammar Nazi. I literally just spaced out. Yeah, we're up to 10 million. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Sorry. I'm back in line? More money? Oh, that was the idol. I just skipped the bloody idol. That's no good. That'd have been loads of multiplier. Well, that's what I get for going fast. Just because the game speed is 10 times doesn't mean I have to move at 10 times. Oh well, it will come back around. Also with 3 seal cards? More silver chariot please, or not, okay. You use, yeah. You do you, rules. I ain't the grammar Nazi I once was. Oh no, playing a flush 5 sets my money to 0. Oh no, my money I wasn't using. What a shame. Ooh. Not a single turn clear. That doesn't feel like that's right. Nope. I suppose I didn't have any silver chariots out on the field. Yeah, Lucky Cat's up to 5.5 times multiplier now. Start with 0 discards. Oh no, my playstyle stays exactly the same. Right, that's what I wanted from the get-go. 450 million, okay, I think the build might be dead now from what I've done here. But which did hologram and magic trick? Yeah, the thing is with a lot of the standard packs started appearing. Yeah, I mean that's luck. That's just luck that the buyable packs were standard, unless it's in a very specific seeded run. Alright, well it was fun to mess around with that. But I think I want to go back to trying to get this painted deck done, if I'm honest. Thank you for showing me that seed though. They were playing a random seed, yeah. That was purely coincidence. Yeah, thanks for showing me them seeds rules. I especially like the hold on. I don't even need to overthink this. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. For small blind, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen clears, but 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack doesn't, by the way. That's literally your cut-off on the small blind. Let's take both the jokers, I think. Both the tarot cards, I think. Nice. I think we're going clubs this deck. Nice. Flush house. Decent. I can't get the grabber. Oh well. Is my response. Hold on. This is a win. Again, early game. If you know you're clearing, don't even think about it. Just play it. The only time where you need to think about complicated stuff is when you've got jokers that are giving you mechanics, such as Wii Joker or spare trousers or anything that adds stuff from you doing things. Then you need to start paying attention as to what hands you play. Nice. Not quite a flush house, but it's close. Right. Do I even want this? Let's hex it. I don't want to anchor it because I don't want it itself, so I don't want a second one. But the 1.5 will be nice. Yeah, I normally screw myself over on the mouth. It's alright, as long as I can play the hand. No, that's a different boss blind. If you're wondering, the extra single card I'm putting in is just for deck cycling. There we go, that's all clear. I don't want the golden joker. The problem with the painted deck is that you need every joker space to be used effectively. Hold on, let's do this. As we'll throw down both of my tarot cards here. And this works better. Yes, the four of a kind is there, but with walkie-talkie, this builds up the base multipliers. Which is why I'm taking the 4 over the 8. Now, if I could get a vampire... Crap. Not what I wanted. Oh well. I'm just trying to ignore any eternal jokers. The best time to use Eternal Jokers though is if you've got the card Madness. Getting Eternal cards in conjunction with using Madness, pretty handy. I'll say that much. I also don't like Certificate. I'll probably scrap this. I think I'd like Certificate more if it was temporary placement of cards into the deck. Instead of permanent. Excuse me? Nice. Then... See, so let's put this in perspective. With Scholar, you can only play, of course, up to a maximum of 5 in each hand. So Scholar is, in effect, at maximum, gain 100 chips and 20 malt. which if you translate that to points is a flat 2,000 points on its own. So it's not always everything is cracked up to be. I know that number's a bit contextual, but that's what it adds. 100 chips and 20 malt. If you think that's worth putting in, then yeah. It's especially worth putting in early game, but at this ante, it's not worth it. I think at this stage, having if that was an Eternal Scholar, I would have taken it. At this point though, as an Eternal, nah. And this clears. Imagine if this didn't clear. If that didn't clear, that would have been funny. Hey Indo Bro, nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Happy 2026 to you. Hope you and your brother had a nice time over the seasonal holidays. Also, Rolls, you probably have thought about this before, but if you've got cards face down, you can, regardless, depending on what your hand needs to do, you can sort the hand by suit to help try and guarantee any flushes, if it's flushes you need. Just a thought for you. You went to a lantern festival. That sounds really cool. Did you have a nice time? See, so now I'm on sort hand by rank, you can tell this is an ace. And because the order of the suits is diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades, this is the ace of hearts. That's what this hidden card is. It's the ace of hearts. I'll just throw off this hand so you can see it. Oh, it's actually the ace of clubs. Okay, it was either clubs or hearts. For some reason they just skedaddle the differences, but my point was there. I think this one's fell a bit flat. Yeah, I'll do one more run for the eve, I think. Pillar. Alright, screw you too, Pillar. Ace or 9? Exit. Rental bootstraps kind of goes against itself, doesn't it? I don't think I should have just done that. I'll start again. That one failed on the big blind there. I can tell you that from a mile off. I've done enough of these runs. I didn't have enough firepower to have got myself over the 1500 hump. Oh, It's rental, but it's Constellation. Constellation just... I love it. Or you want to put some flat malt in and not just have just the astronomer, but I'm still a sucker for it, so I will fall for the trap every single time. This is a do as I say, not as I do. Do not take the Constellation in this scenario. Wait until you get flat multiplier first. However, I'm being greedy. Kind of need something. I desperately need something for this to work now. One multiplier. I have to play the small blind. I'm basically forced into that from my choices. Also nice, ended up on 666. See, I might have been able to have skipped the small blind, but I would have struggled on the big blind. Now it's a little bit easier. Not by much, but it's something. We'll skip this then. King, Queen, Jack, 8, 7. But yeah, this is also going to be tight. Just need to keep getting flushes all better. I suppose if I can get away with a straight. The flint's a bit of an awkward one to go against. I mean, as the second boss blind, you can just about scrape through, but on some of the later ones, it can be awkward if your setup is entirely reliant on the base stuff. Excellent, now Constellation can get going. Let's just burn down the discards. So I have access to the Mystic Summit. That Mystic Summit can definitely make quite the difference. It sure is something else. Come on, game, give me some planet booster packs. No? Okay, thanks. Thanks, I hate it. This might still be okay. Let's go down to none discards. The Mystic Summit. There we go. Here's a couple of planets. It doesn't really matter which ones I click as much. Ooh, 0 discards remained in any hand any round. Okay, hold on. We've got jacks. You're nearly out of uses for the basic Joker. Oh, well, still got one. It's not the end of the world. Let's not be so melodramatic. Famous last words. Don't worry, I know I still have a discard. It was for this. There's a 2 here, 100% that's a 2. Also, even if you don't have the credit card, you can actually go to a minor bit of debt. The game will give you a game over though if you don't claw out of it. But like, sharpishly claw out of it. What rank was my flush? Nah, this is better. King, 8, 5. 8 and 5 for Fibonacci sequence, because Fibonacci is 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. You get the idea. It's the sum of the previous two numbers for the next number in the sequence. Let's try this button here. Aces? I mean, it was more wishful thinking than actual request game, but I appreciate the, yeah. So now I have 13 aces, and only one showed up in my hand, despite aces literally being a quarter of the deck. Logic would dictate I should get at least 2 in that hand, but oh well. Then let's deja vu one of these, shall we? Or do I put on a purple seal? Now let's go deja vu. Deja vu. What would be nice is if you could remove... If there was a way to remove perishable status. That'd be cool. I can't get flash 5, so this will do. Also, I don't know why I played this, considering it will put me at minus. Oh well. Maybe -1. The game won't mind too much. I do need to get another Joker sharpish though, because otherwise Fibonacci will be debuffed, and I'll be screwed. Here's the decision. Which way do I go? This way. Yeah, I currently can't even clear the needle with a 5 flush. Slightly disappointing. So this may be the end of this one. Oh well, we can see mission failed. We'll get them next time. So yeah, as you can see, the only deck I need to do now is just paint a deck at gold. It's a shame I couldn't quite get it here today, but bear in mind I have actually been trying to get this for the last couple of days. This one doesn't want to give it to me. I'll get it eventually. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's stream because I've got some things to attend to. So, shout outs to Rules Card, Black, Tony, Mads, and Indobro, and thank you to everyone else who came by. Don't actually know what tomorrow's stream will be. I don't even know if we'll do a shenanigans stream tomorrow. I mean, I suppose I should do because it's the first one of the year, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out as tomorrow goes by. But yeah, thanks all for coming by. Peace and love, and I hope to catch you soon.